Rick Fox says, previously on Homebrew Detritus.
Okay.
That was an off-camera discussion, but very good.
I thought you kept saying Red Fox, and I was like, "Yeah, good comedian." Why are you
I'm
yelling about
I'm
Red
coming,
Fox?
Elizabeth. All right.
Bug soap.
Previously on Homebrew Detritus, you big dummy.
Remember that time Okage dropped his glaive?
Narrow it down.
More specific.
Narrow it
Time for
way
real
down.
life.
I'll be honest. I did not expect to have to deal with a boat exploding, but it
You
happened.
put a bunch of explodable things on a boat
Yeah, you
and
put-
didn't
I
plan
was
for
gonna
them
say.
to explode.
I thought, hey,
But
here's
exploding
guns.
things.
Here's guns for the world. A world that doesn't have guns and a boat full of gunpowder. Y'all would be like, we're gonna use guns. Nope. The wagon seems to be pulling through a mountainous forest terrain. You look around and you see that there are two other prisoners at the back of this wagon. One of them goes, Stormcloaks caught you too.
I was about to say, this sounds so much like Skyrim.
Finally awake.
God.
What strange world will you guys wake up in next episode?
Oh,
man. Bull Island.
Sky
Bull Island.
Sky eels?
Sky
Sky
Eels.
Eel.
Gross.
It's the
That's
Stormlight Arc.
Oh, that's good.
That reminds
That should
me
be the
of
one.
Coker had loaned me a CD, and I copied it over to my computer years ago of the best of Red Fox's stand-up comedy,
Mhm.
and some of it still holds up.
A lot of it
Yeah,
does.
well, you're
yeah.
going to prison for sharing files. Get them, boys.
Yep.
You
He's
fucking
the
are.
rom-com.
Red Fox is a lot funnier than Red Skelton.
Well, I mean, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Whew. So we had a big old episode last
Yeah.
episode before. Every episode's a big old episode, but it was another unique episode with lots of character driven stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's on me to describe this new world you're in, because that's basically what has happened. You're in a new world.
A whole new world.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
don't. Just shut the
You
fuck
son
up.
of a bitch.
Can we just have a full hour of that?
You let into it with that.
A magic
that-
place, a point of view.
Thanks. Now Disney owns us. Stop. Disney's gonna.
There's no way that's close enough for us to get sued with. It's
Hey,
just-
hey,
Oh no,
hey,
Disney.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
I hear him coming.
That one line, though, don't you dare close your eyes. It sounds so threatening.
You stupid
Yeah.
bitch. Don't you dare close your eyes.
It's like, oh my God, really? Let me off. Let me off this flying carpet now. I'm
If you don't watch your
uncomfortable.
tone, you'll get off this flying carpet before we land. That's all I'm saying.
They can't say no because of the implication.
Oh, God. So, yeah, Aladdin. Handsy date. Mm.
Yeah. Once you get them on the flying carpet, they just can't say no.
Oh.
What did you
Let's
call
re-
your carpet? Oh, it's Spanish fly.
Oh,
God damn it.
Better brass
Oh,
monkey.
and there's the detritus in Homebrew Detritus.
We're
You're
terrible
welcome.
people. Terrible people.
God.
They do laugh at very dark humor.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sign of dementia.
Well,
Thanks,
Have
Terrence.
you met us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it runs in all of our families, right?
Probably.
I don't know. Maybe it
Well,
does.
I would know if my
Runs in
family lived
some
that
and
long.
Sprints in others.
I
I
can't
can
say
remember who they are.
because the one person with the one side of the family with dementia is the adopted side.
Hmm.
So
It jumps. If I think if you just touch skin, if you hold hands or something,
Yeah.
you can catch it.
You
You know?
just catch
like, we'll have to
dementia.
see what happens with my mom. We'll
I
figure
mean,
it out.
all of my family drank out of water hoses, so I'm sure that's got something to do with it.
I learned about AIDS from Captain America, so my knowledge of dementia is not super strong.
What did he tell you about AIDS?
There's an episode of Captain America where it's like you can hug people with AIDS. It doesn't transmit that way, and it's like, thanks, Captain America, or not Captain America, Captain Planet.
Can
he play? Hey, what's he doing here? He's not gonna infect my players. Get him out of here! He's got AIDS!
I was going to say, that's where I got
Yeah.
all my AIDS information. From that and Degrassi Junior High.
Degrassi
I
Junior.
learned
I
about
know, I
everything I
couldn't
know
get through
about
Degrassi.
AIDS from Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh God.
That was one where I learned some things. Yes.
Joker,
Who
play
was
the
it?
clip. You
Haley
know the
Joel
one?
Osment? Was that? Who was it?
And how you doing, little partner?
Fine. And it's little visitor now. Adewoyoli is how you say it in Cherokee.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
It was Haley Joel Osment, yeah.
Yeah.
Haley.
Yeah, we just said it. It's fine. You don't have to belabor the point. We got it.
That's weird how
Walker
Walker
says-
just roundhouse kicked him cured. That seems a little unrealistic, but whatever.
I mean, it's Chuck Norris.
Wait,
So.
that doesn't work?
Y'all know who sang the Texas Walker Ranger theme song?
Yes, I do.
Was it Chuck Norris?
It was also Chuck Norris.
The eyes of a
In
ranger.
the eyes of a ranger.
Oh, jeez.
And that's where a ranger's gonna be.
Between that show and Renegade, I was like such a nerd.
Yeah, Renegade.
Do y'all remember the Highlander TV show?
Yes,
yeah.
I love that
yes.
shit.
Adrian Paul.
That was great.
I don't know if I've even
The
actually
whole
seen the movie.
soundtrack done by Queen.
They're supposed to be
Kevin's talking about the
rebooting.
movie.
No, it's
Yeah.
both. They did the
No,
intro.
the
They did the intro
TV
for
show.
TV show too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's two different Highlander themes, and one is the TV show, one's the movie.
It's better to
Queen-
burn out
Pretty
than
sure
to
they're
fade away.
rebooting
That's
a
the one
series.
from
No,
the
but
movie.
Yeah.
but they didn't just do the intro song. If you watch it, there are songs that play throughout the show.
Yeah,
Other songs that are by Queen.
yeah, it's
Freddie
weird.
Mercury, huge Highlander fan.
Well, you know, I mean,
Yeah, he was.
Apparently,
Normally, when they say Freddie Mercury and huge, it's not followed by Highlander fan.
You know what I mean?
You're on the show that appreciates that aspect.
the other
of
word
Freddie
is
Mercury.
teeth.
Yeah, teeth, penis.
Whoa.
Or he had a huge penis.
Wow, I did not know that.
He
And
also
was-
had AIDS. Full circle.
All right.
All right.
all right, let's get back to
if
the
only
show.
Chuck Norris when
could
you
have been
need
in the
him.
same room at the same time. We'd
If
still have
only-
Freddie Mercury today.
Yep. If Chuck Norris could have just roundhouse kicked him.
Yeah,
He would have shortened that dude's teeth and got rid of the AIDS. One heel kick.
Mhm.
Thump.
It's miracle kick.
I'm pretty sure Chuck doesn't support the homosexuals, so he never would have.
Then he might have just kicked him for fun and accidentally cured him. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I could goad Chuck Norris into an AIDS cure, probably. Anyway, never post this.
Yeah. Oh, it's
It's
all
kind
getting
of our
edited
whole
out.
business model. What are you talking about?
Start over.
No. I
Oh,
refuse.
Hard reset. Let's go.
Amon is a man that looks sort of Egyptian.
Why do you turn your mic off in the middle of the
In the
sentence?
middle of a sentence.
All the time.
Again,
It's
I
not.
was done. Is
it's
it not
not
showing
cool.
up like it's faster than I think? Then
Yeah,
Yeah,
like when
it's
you
real
hit
fast.
mute, it's cutting off like the last syllable of the word you're
see,
saying.
I didn't know it did that.
Well, now you know.
There you go.
There.
That's how I
you
have to do it.
Yes.
Give it
That's
a
the
one
timing.
count or something.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Tell you-
we're
say-
all
say your
trying
bad
to
joke
do
again.
Bit.
If you two are trying to do D&D or Pathfinder or any game with Zoom, you're learning all the things not to do from us, thanks to Noob and
Mostly
just
noob.
Yeah, it's mostly him.
You're learning all the things that we should have learned in the past year of doing this.
That bottle's not a
Well,
dick, noob.
His name is new.
There's ice in it.
You
I
gotta
want
give
it.
him that much leeway.
Not
Here you
careful,
go,
Walker's gonna
Photoshop.
tell you got AIDS.
Oh God.
I spit.
Okay. Good to know.
No. When you
You're like a
said
kid that just
that.
walked into their parents' room at 6 a.m. I throwed up.
Throw it up.
Like you made me spit. It was funny.
Thank you.
Not like that, you fucking gross weirdo.
I didn't say that.
Not
Noob
you,
only likes it when
Terrence.
girls spit into his mouth with
Yes,
skittles.
thank you. It's
New
been
show.
established.
Watch it if you can get through that. Moving on.
There's gold in there.
Back in Yarnum. Or maybe not in Yarnum.
Definitely not in Yarnum.
Whole new world, Kevin. It was a whole new world. I was almost done with that cityscape too. Now
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some,
throw that out. Just
some asshole
erase it
ruined all that.
the fucking sky's green. I don't know what the hell to do.
Color palettes are all wrong.
Damn it.
Color swap. There you go. Same picture. Where are we?
On the boat of the Monachopsis.
New pork chop sauce.
Almost, dude. Almost.
New pork chop sauce. The Mona Chopsis. Get it now at homebrewdetritus.com/sauce.
Personally, that's not why I was shaking my head. We were just about to start, and you fucking ruined it.
Uh-oh. Just hurry up.
That
Hurry
guy at the
up.
bottom of the screen
I
right
don't know
now.
what's about to
He knows.
happen.
He knows how to ruin a moment. You all do. You've all done it. But Fricks is the only one that apologized and I didn't accept.
See, never apologize for
I don't
anything.
think Mahogany has ever ruined a moment. I
Yes,
will
I have.
defend her.
It wasn't
Yes,
on
I
camera.
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
I pulled it from an episode and put it on fucking TikTok. Time where I wanted to talk about what episode number was it?
Mhm.
Because-
She
Yes,
derailed
I
us
Sorry,
with
no,
math.
24.
yeah, I couldn't remember why we were on. We weren't
we go
starting
again.
on even numbers.
But there's a difference between derailing the game and
Shut up, Kevin.
ruining a moment.
Kevin, you're doing
Okay.
it now.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do it again, and we'll never stop.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, God.
You
there
can
it
mute
is.
him. You can mute him.
I could, but I'm not gonna.
Okay. So anyway,
Everybody roll a d20.
we're on a boat.
Good already.
We already did that.
We're gonna start over.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Go cut all that out.
I got
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
I got 8.
It's somebody giving Kevin coffee.
Who got the highest? 12? Anybody
3.
higher than 12? I'm sorry, did you say 20?
3.
Oh, 3. So 12's the highest? Okay then.
Yeah, I got a 3 also.
I was the lowest again.
Cool.
What'd you get? 2?
hmm
Yep, We're past the numbers part. Okay. Okay, everybody. Vladros, your eyes open. You're in the back of a wagon being pulled through.
God damn it.
You're doing it.
I do it sometimes. Vladros, your eyes open. You see what we described to Dorian last time. You're back on the Monachopsis. The sky is a strange color. The clouds are a strange color. There's what at first appears to be a bird, but you can tell it's not winged. It is swimming through the sky, it appears. You could hear a hard thud, and you look to your left, and you see the halfling Belfrust just smash Dorian right in the face, knocking him unconscious. He turns around, shaking his hand, and you can see that he's wet from head to toe, but even through that wetness, you can tell that there's a sadness in his face, and he's definitely crying. It's then that your hearing starts to come back. The ringing in your ears is gone, and you look around and you can see your other new companions all on the boat with you. You see Sonder, Razbad, Amon, Nim, all in different states of just crippled pain, unconsciousness though, like they've all been dragged recently out of the sea. You hear sobs and look up and you can see the elf sorceress that was rescued sitting up, and Draft laying in her lap, unconscious, maybe dead, but covered in blood and scars and bruises and burns. Off to the side, you can see the still form of Winsome. And that is where Belfast is heading over, and he kneels over the body and begins cursing softly, and you think he begins to sob himself.
No more aggressive actions towards my party?
No.
Mild bookkeeping. Am I still cursed?
No.
No. So I guess that means I'm not blessed, hasted, or protected from evil either.
No.
Well, then I will go around. I have all my gear, my possessions.
Yeah, you believe so.
Then I will try to revive the rest of the group. And if any of them need, I've got 3 potions of Cure Light Wounds that I will administer to the ones who are more of the healing type. Mm-hmm. I'll try to rouse them first.
You go to body and slowly rouse the rest of the party. The rest of you all see what I described to Valdros. The one that I'm most interested in, though, because of her connection, is Sonder. Valdros wakes you up.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where's my father? Is he okay?
Are you hurt first?
I'm fine. I am fine.
Your Winsome is over there. That
She
point over
rushes
to
to
where
his side.
Belfrost is.
Sonder, as you get to Winsome's side and Belfrost is there, it's the same as it was before. Your focus on him, you don't even comprehend that you're not on your plane anymore. That's obvious. You're not where you were before.
Yeah, she's not focused on any of that.
But his body is now... I'm sorry.
Oh, it says she's just laser focused on Winsome. She doesn't even realize anything else is weird.
His body is still very much not moving, but he is shallowly breathing. The black marks and tendrils that were starting to cover his body have now wrapped up, and they've almost every inch of his skin has black tendrils on it. But you can't seem to rouse him. Any healing spells you cast on him don't seem to do anything.
Is there any sort of like knowledge check that I can roll, or like spellcraft or something to see if I can figure out what it is?
You could give me a knowledge planes or a heal check.
Okay. So for heal, it's 20. Planes would be 19.
Yeah, you're not sure. Whatever this is, it's very rare, and it's nothing you've seen or heard of before.
At this point, we're all awake.
Almost. Valdros, as you go to rouse Dorian, you hear a sharp sound, and it is from Belfrost. He turns from Winsome's father and goes, "Not that one. He did this. Leave him be."
Blade out. You do not order me around.
Then you can get off my boat.
You could make me.
He begins to cast a spell.
I tackle him.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Killer plot points, baby. Let's do it.
I'm not going to kill him.
Everybody or just them?
I mean, yeah, we can go with everybody. We'll start with Ladros. What did you get?
23.
All right. Dorian's unconscious, so not him. Razbad.
16.
Amon.
20.
Sonder.
14.
Nim.
8.
And I got a 14. So, Ladros, you were the first to act.
Real quick before we get into this combat, I was at -2 con from that blood golem. Am
Well,
I
that's
still down that con?
That's still there.
Yeah, well, I am too.
Just not the curse.
Yeah, not the curse.
Okay. If I see him casting a spell, I'm going to tackle him to the ground.
Okay.
I'm going to tackle him to the deck.
Cool.
And try to pin him. I guess it's a grapple CMD or a
CMD. Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see how that goes. Oh, 14 plus 6, so 20.
You do beat his CMD. He is grappled.
And I will. That's my whole turn. Move toward him and then grapple him.
Charge him and grapple. Yep.
Yep. We need to figure this out as a group.
Amon.
Oh lordy. Well, I'm definitely gonna be getting up. Just gonna be like standing myself up.
Okay.
And then all I see is Vladros attack. What's his face?
Yeah, I mean, you heard the conversation up to the point. Dorian would have been the last one to get roused, and that's when Belfra stopped him.
Are any of the other ones holding weapons? The other crewmates?
No, Draft is unconscious, possibly dead, and Larissa is holding him in her lap. Winsome's, we know where Winsome is at, and the only other members of the crew were a chef and his wife who have yet to come up from the underside of the boat.
Could I do a heal check on Winsome?
Winsome?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd go over to where he's at and do a heal check.
Yeah, I'll do that. He seems like he has that covered. No one's like dying yet. Let's see if I can help the situation. Oh boy, I cannot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total. I rolled a 5.
You can see the same thing Saunders sees, is that you just do not understand what this is taking over his body. Razbad.
I'm gonna look toward, while Amon is looking towards Winsome, I'm gonna look towards Draft and my expertise in healing. I also rolled a 5, but I got a 17 on heal. Is he breathing?
You can quickly surmise that Draft is dead, and that is why she is so sad. You can tell that there's holes littered in his body, and if he was still alive, they would be pumping blood, and it's dead still.
Well, then, in that case, I will move to Dorian, and...
Oh no, you went to him and did a heal check. That's gonna be your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to go up and examine him real quick. That'd be your turn. Sonder, what is your initiative modifier?
1.
Okay, then you go first.
Really? That's
She was
surprising.
totally surprised by that.
Yeah, I never thought I'd win with a 1. But anyway, Sonder is just sort of in shock, and she finally starts to look around and notice that she's not. Everything looks different. What is going on here? So she's just kind of stunned.
Okay. Elfrist is grappled and is going to attempt to free himself. Not going to do that with a natural 1.
All right.
Get his ass.
So he's struggling to get away from you. How dare you come on my ship? And mutiny! Mutiny! Nim.
Nim, having transversed planes on several occasions, as it is, I mean, his first instinct would be to try to identify where he's at. So I'm gonna try to do a knowledge check on the sky, the area, the fact that we can breathe, and try to determine where we are.
Okay.
I rolled a
bad was that
5. I rolled a 5. That gives me a 20.
We all suck.
You're definitely not on your home plane.
Hey,
So,
3 of us
can't
rolled a
just-
5 now.
yeah, I've been doing a lot, but so, not knowing who we are,
I'll let you, if you want to take your full round to kind of get over the haze of what's happened to do it, I'll give you a bonus to that roll.
make it roll again.
No, I'll just give you a bonus to that number, which would be a success.
I'll take my full round to do that.
Okay.
I mean, I think Nim, knowing what he knows about planes, would find the most vital importance is not silly skirmishes between people, but
You
where
kind
we
of,
are is going to matter.
you kind of shake it off and you put the combat that's happening on the boat next to you aside for a moment and look around and dig through the tomes of information that's in your brain, and you realize this is a Fey realm. Maybe not necessarily a plane, a different plane altogether, but you're definitely not on your plane. You're between worlds. You're between planes. You can tell between the stars that are there are close to the order they should be in, but the colors they're vibrating are different. The air is breathable, but there's a strange tang to it, and you think that you're between worlds right now.
Okay.
Frakes.
Okay, I've still got Belfrost grappled,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna say, listen, what has been done has been undone. We need to figure out where we are, what to do next. Now, you can either help with that, or you can swim. And I want to roll Intimidate.
Okay.
Don't do it.
15.
He's not rolling well. We'll say he's distraught. The 15 does get him to
Now calm
settle
down.
some.
And if he does settle, I'll let him go.
I told him he'd kill us all. We're obviously all dead now, but somewhere between worlds. It's all because of that fucking half-elf there.
That may be, but where we are is where we are. Fighting about it isn't going to solve anything, and I know the hypocrisy of that statement considering how I was the one who lunged at you first. I apologize. But I am also
How
a
very
bit...
Russian of you.
I am a bit out of sorts myself. So I will let you go. I apologize.
No, don't let him go till I do my action.
He stabs you flat-footed. Ah, you lose your dick. Make a new character.
Halflings always at dick level. You gotta watch that.
He jabs way up into your penis.
And
No,
it explodes.
He takes kind of a sullen step back. He looks over to Winsome again. He looks back over his shoulder to Draft, who's you don't realize this yet, but you soon will, is dead. And then he looks, and the hate in his eyes for Dorian is unmissable.
You wouldn't be the first.
It'd be best if you tied him up and took him below. And he turns and goes to sit next to Arissa and the deceased Draft.
I'll go over to rouse Dorian. I think my friend, if he's able to be, woken.
He would need actual healing to be woken.
I'll take care of this. And then I will pick up Dorian and start making my way below deck.
It might be best if he is out of sight for now. Yes.
Brief aside. You hear a scraping sound behind you as Dorian's sword just drags.
I'll ignore it.
I love that wire.
Clatter, 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 clatter.
Ting, ting,
There, I
ting,
could actually.
ting,
I could do.
ting,
I will heal Dorian below deck.
Okay.
His sword falls down the stairs and
I
stabs
don't
me.
think the halfling was saying he needs to go below deck to be out
Yeah,
of
but he
sight.
doesn't know
when
that.
he's healed. I think it was more of
Oh, yeah, he
Locked
wants to
up,
tie him
right.
up and put him in a brig, but it's not his
Yeah, I
call.
get that, and that's why I said I'll take care of it and just took him downstairs, or I can do what I need to do.
Yeah, we might have to kill him.
Yep.
Dorian?
No, the halfling.
Well, one or the other. It really doesn't matter at this point.
Second character revenge. Stab.
I only stabbed him so he could come back to life again.
What does everyone else? What does everyone else do above deck? Then we'll go below deck to the healed Dorian.
I'll I'll go over and I guess check with Sonder and them over the captain.
You two
you're
can
saying
give
it's
me
I
pretty.
want to.
You can give me a knowledge planes there, Nim.
I'll assist him on the plains, hopefully, because I was making my way towards Winsome next.
Might be better to roll your own.
Yeah.
Too late for that.
I rolled a 1.
We're dead. We're fucking dead.
Damn it! I rolled a 14.
And I'll tell everybody that we're the little I do know that we're in some type of fey plane that's between worlds and
Yeah. But you can't seem to
unsure.
figure out what this thing is that has comatose Winsome.
But he is alive. We know he's alive, right?
Yeah,
He's
his body
breathing.
is alive at least. He's breathing, but there's no eye movements, no anything else to dictate what was other than the breathing. He's a corpse.
You know what's happening, don't you?
No.
We spent that whole all of last week not rolling any dice for that whole episode, and now the dice gods are angry with all of us.
They are.
Whatever. I rolled a 14, and that gives me a 20 on knowledge plane.
But you were so
However,
quick
I
to
did
try and
state
do it.
I assisted him.
Yeah, so yeah.
So, can I roll again doing my own knowledge?
No.
Can I do something this episode, Kevin?
Come on, you are below decks. Where did you take Dorian to the where do you take him to heal him?
In a room with no people.
Okay.
At least that's the idea.
You know, there's only
And
two
then-
other people on this ship somewhere, but you haven't seen them since all this started.
Yeah, so if I open a door and see them, I will close the door and go to the next room.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yep, sorry, housekeeping, close.
Housekeeping.
Well, you get 13 hit points back
All right.
for Max. I rolled an 8. Well, I'm sure glad you blew that up and not me.
I spit
But
out.
why did you blow that up?
I spit out some blood. Where's that at?
Into my mouth. Into my mouth.
Oh, gross.
I'm glad y'all are below deck alone.
I fucking
And
hate
roused.
you, noob.
Thank you.
Are you done? Dorian looks around. What happened?
You blew up the ship. We're in a fey. Well, I don't know. I wasn't up there when he told us that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I would have told everybody that
Yeah.
before you drug him down there. So
That's fine. You blew up the ship. We're in a fey world, and now the halfling wants you dead. For the most part.
Well, he wanted me dead before I did anything. I blew up his booty.
Why did you blow up that ship full of soul crystals?
Because I couldn't let them get to Yarnum. I say I'm gonna get up a little unsteadily and draw my sword up and like reset my wire and put it back in its sheath. I assume.
Agreed.
I assume that there's some sort of argument going on.
Yep. Dorian, can I tie up your hands where like you can easily get out, but it looks like you're tied up?
No.
Well,
You can put me in a brig if it makes you feel better.
well, it ain't for me.
I
But
know.
honestly, I'm just glad you're alive.
I think for a moment and say, so am I guess. And I'll follow him to any sort of place they want to lock me up, but I will not have my hands bound.
That was the joke. I'm not actually binding your hands.
I
Sort
know,
of joke.
but
He doesn't even want him
Fine.
fake tied up.
I don't want him fake tied up or anything.
But there is a brig below, on the bottom of the ship. If you want to take him there.
All right.
Yeah.
I will submit. I will comply. I won't give up any gear. I'll just sit in the
Yeah,
brig.
no.
Like,
Yeah, I'll sit down.
I will give up a piece of gear. Like, it makes you feel better. I give my lockpick pouch click.
I take 2 out and hand them to you.
That's all right.
No.
You're not going to build any trust that way. And apparently I have a little trust building to do.
Maybe. Then I'll sit down there with you.
Back on the top deck. Several minutes pass, and those minutes turn into an hour or so. Everyone who's on the top deck, give me perception checks.
15.
Got a 21.
And
25.
26.
So 15, and what was Dim's?
21.
21. So Sonda, you're still a little too distraught over trying to figure out what's happened to your father and where you're at now. You other three have kind of taken a more observational role here on the top. You're looking around, you're trying to figure out where you're at. The island that you were close to is nowhere in sight. There's no land in sight in any direction from the boat you're on now. There is, however, that flying eel up high. And every so often you'll look up to it and you think you see something else. And then you do see there are other shapes around this eel. And one of those tiny shapes is getting closer and closer until you see it's a small creature. It's humanoid in shape, but that's as far as humanoid goes for it. It's plant-like. It has a pleasant face. It's covered in like seaweed strands. Give me a knowledge planes or nature.
Who?
The three that got the high perceptions.
17. I'm sorry. 20 if it's to identify a creature.
Yeah.
I got 28 planes.
Knowledge nature.
The three of you know that this is some sort of leshy. Which, if you're familiar, are you guys familiar with leshies?
Sort of.
No.
Like
Remind me.
sentient plant creatures.
Yeah. I don't have there's not a photo of one that's super. So this was a mix between what they call a seaweed leshy and a normal leshy.
Mhm.
Normal seaweed leshies can't fly, but for some reason this one here can. But it's covered in what you would assume to be like sea growth, like seaweed and barnacles and coral seems to be what makes up this plant creature. It is small in size. The backstory on these things is they were originally grown as servants for more powerful fae and intelligent plant life, such as like elder treants and things like that from the Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But they've since then have gone on to become like their own thing with their own colonies and mannerisms and things like that. This might be the first time you've ever seen one in person. It's definitely the first time you've ever seen a seaweed leshy flying through the sky.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. The fact that it's flying.
Mm-hmm. The leshy flies close and close enough to land on the side of the boat, and it's staring at you all with very intelligent eyes.
What size is this creature? How
Small.
like is this a fairy that's that big or humanoid size?
Small. So like
Okay.
a halfling flying. But yeah, it lands on the boat and it's staring at the three of you that have locked eyes with it.
I will look to my other scarred friends.
I will try to talk to it in Sylvan.
Okay.
Give it a greeting, and
what do you say?
We do not wish you any harm, but we are not defenseless.
It turns to you. You know, and it says in Sylvan as well, the magic that brought you here is not one that's been seen here for many millennia. You are not what we expected to see.
What were you expecting?
An older thing, older than us. How did you get here?
What does he say?
Happenstance.
Hold on, sorry. What now?
Happenstance. That's what I'll say.
Were you going to answer Vladros?
Not yet, yeah.
Okay, not yet. Happenstance, Norman.
Giving him the finger.
I'll say to Vladros, I don't know that language. However, I believe it is the language of the Fae.
Give me a linguistics check there, Razbad.
Or are you just talking out of your ass?
Do you have linguistics?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you know it's a type of Fae, but you can't understand it.
On my linguistics check.
Happenstance brings you here. Hard to believe, but you don't seem to be full of guile. Maybe. I don't know. You're not beautiful. You're strange.
As the creature,
it's not guile.
As the creature kind of seems to drift a little bit in his thoughts as he's thinking, I'll turn to Vladros and just say that it's apparently the creatures here sense the power that brought us here and have come to look, but we're not what they expected to find. And I'll turn back to the creature.
It takes a moment when you turn to Vladros and talks, and it kind of twerks its head left and right. You see it close its eyes and think for a moment. And then in a rough common, it says, "Is this one you all understand?"
It is.
Aye.
I'll
say
that
make
back
this
to it.
easier. Why did Lamatsa send you to us?
Who?
Who is Lamatz?
Nim would remember that name from the vision that he had. And then I will tell, because did Nim ever put together, I know Akage kind of saw her in his dreams and stuff, but I'm not sure if he ever put together that, I know we did out of character, but that Lamansa in his vision was the Dark Lady or the Lady of the Glade, because I remember when we talked about that Nim didn't recognize her voice.
Right.
So I don't know that he would have put that together, but
You had the vision of Lamansa, so you know the name.
Right. That's what I was saying. I know the name, and I will say that I will just say, to my knowledge,
Lamansa was a god, and Lamansa was involved with the soul crystals and the giants of the island of Yarnum.
Okay, so I'll say that to my knowledge, Lamansa has not been seen where we came from for a long time. However, I believe that the power that brought us here was connected to her. Because I would assume Nim would know that the soul crystals were probably the most likely candidate for what the strange fire was whenever the explosion happened.
I hate to impose, but is there anything that you can do for the captain?
Looks over at the captain and, I'm not familiar with your kind. My king sent me here as an emissary.
I just thought I would ask.
Careful asking here, I'll tell you that much.
Best not to ask anything and accept anything, Vladros.
I was told not to give his name until I judged the nature of the people that she would have sent here, but She did not send you here. That is strange. Strange indeed.
Happenstance.
Yes, the boat that we were on exploded. And then we woke up here.
You keep saying that, but the boat seems fine.
Not this
I
boat,
believe
the other boat.
I believe
I
Chance
was on a
is
third
somewhat
boat that was caught in the blast, not that it exploded.
I will say also I believe that Chance is somewhat of a curiosity to your kind, is it not?
To some of us, yes. To most of us, yes. But to all of us, no.
There are some on my plane that believe Chance is akin to fate.
Fate's funny. There could be many fates if you live long enough.
I
And
find very
most
little
here-
humor in the things that happened today.
Most here live for a very, very long time. Well, those who are native to here do. Those who travel in like you, we'll see. The king will approach you in some time and talk. Thank you for not attacking me. And the Leshy swims through the sky back up towards that great, big flying eel.
Where are we supposed to go?
Is there any wind happening?
Nope.
Can I do a profession sailor to try to trim the sails or get the boat moving in some way?
You can attempt it, yeah, but which way do you go?
That's what I'm saying. Do we see a landmass in any direction?
No.
So our best guess would be to perhaps towards where the Leshy was going.
Yeah, I'll try to follow the Leshy and the eel.
I mean, the eel is just circling over your boat.
Oh.
Let's just go the way the boat's pointing. See if we can.
I think it would be better to try to follow the Leshy. Maybe have their king have
The
less.
Leshy's not going anywhere. It's circling.
No,
so-
that's the eel.
The Leshy went to the eel.
You keep talking like going anywhere as an option. He said there's no wind.
Yeah.
And that's the other problem I was going to say, but
Is there a current or anything that's pulling us?
Sandra, I don't think that's going to work. I don't know if y'all noticed, but she was blowing. Ooh, there's a teamwork feat. Blow hard. You can all take the teamwork feat next level.
Nah.
I can take it right
I'm not
now.
doing that.
And I don't need any teammates to do it with me.
Yeah, I was making all that up.
No, Saunders more likely than not just trying to move her father below decks to somewhere comfortable to his quarters.
I would like to, once she gets her father settled somewhere, I'd like to examine her father. See if
I'm not going to let you roll it again, Kevin. It didn't work.
I didn't roll it last time. That was Amon that rolled it.
You rolled it.
No, he went to what? He went to.
I assisted on planes instead of going to look at Winsome.
Yeah, he rolled for draft and found out the draft was dead.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Oh, good. This is moving down decks, so I can
Mock
talk
me
to
one
people.
more time. One more time. You get these hands. I'll go Sanford and Son on you. Honeymooners. Me. Your hair's nice.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
realizing
I'll go
that
Sanford and Son on you. Your hair's nice. I like
realizing
the
that a
offset.
decision can't be made just yet. You guys probably feel like get a hold of things. See where we're at on rations, water. Let's get Winsome below deck. I'm gonna say you guys, after the events of yesterday, take a few hours.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the trouble I see.
Shut up. You got yourself in this shit. Nobody wants to hear you.
I would like to test the water that we're in. It's to see if it's salt or potable.
Lick it.
It's Fago.
It is definitely Fago. The water. So we'll start with Vladros because we know where Dorian's at. You make your way towards the water that this boat is sitting in now, and you give it what do? You cup it with the hand. You get a handful of it. See what it tastes like.
No, I just dip a couple fingers in and touch it to my tongue to make sure that it's, because I've been around people that drank salt water before. It is not good on the bowels. You get more dehydrated because you shit yourself to death, basically. So I just taste it.
It is salty. It is a little oily.
Yeah.
That is unpleasant.
And there are strange shapes deep beneath the surface.
Oh, it's vinaigrette.
As you dip your fingers in and kind of do that, you see some of them move toward up a little bit.
Oh, shit. I climb back up the rope and get on the deck again.
In those few hours, Amon would like to open up the portable hole and offer that to the elf who has her friend decomposing in her arms.
Let's get to that in a minute then. Razbad, where do you find yourself on the boat?
I will be. I would like to spend some time thoroughly examining Winsome and see if there's anything I can figure out about him and his
Give me
current predicament.
Even if you took what is your hill
My
check
heal?
hill check modifier?
Heal check modifier is a +12.
Okay. You spend the next few hours just examining Winsome, and you know it is beyond your knowledge to fix.
And I will give Sonder my greatest condolences, but I can offer no help in determining what ails your father, but I will do everything I can to heal him once we know more.
Nim, where do you find yourself on the boat?
Well, I'm old and tired and diseased now, and I definitely find some water, try to relax, and I'm staying on the top deck though, because not knowing where I am exactly is probably the most curious thing. I've examined Winsome. I can't determine unless I can spend more time doing that. I don't know what's wrong with him, and
right.
What the Leshy said and the fact that she knows or it knows about the lady, it's probably something that he's going to be searching the archives of his mind on, of what he knows and what he's learned in the Dwarven archive, to try to put some pieces together of where they are.
Sonder, once Razbad has given you kind of his news, and it's been the same from the others, nobody can figure out what's wrong with your father. Belfast comes to you and says, "We'll do what we can and we'll get him back. We need him back. But I have something to show you." And he leads you to the captain's quarters. He opens the door to your father's quarters and lets you take your first steps in there. You go in. It looks the same as it did when you were a kid. There's more clutter and stuff, but it's a neat clutter. Lots of things that he's captured. Or not captured, but acquired. Belfast takes you by the hand and goes, "No matter what, you have a home on this boat if you want it. But there's some things here that even if he was to pass, wouldn't be right for me to go through. The chest there, like always, it's tied to your blood. Your blood will open it, and I'll leave you to it." And he turns and leaves the room. You have a brief memory of your father showing you this wondrous chest. It looks like an old treasure chest, like you see on all the old maps, just a simple wooden chest. But you remember him, just a small cut on his finger and a rub on the lock, and it pops open. And him telling you that it is tied to his blood and his blood alone.
She looks at it, probably feeling very bittersweet. Walks up to it. Thinks about pulling out a dagger, but instead she decides to take a tooth and just press it until she feels the blood. She takes that blood and swipes it across the chest.
And just like before in your memory, the latch undoes and it opens partly for you. As you flip this chest open and look inside, the first thing you notice is it is fucking full of gold. On to the right side. On the left side, there's doodads and smaller boxes that have fit in there. And as you're kind of going through all that and wondering what it was that Delphus wanted you to see here, you look at the underside of the lid and you can see drawn photos of you all throughout your life have been pasted to the inside of this chest. And we'll fade out from there where you get to see that something your father had kept for you there.
That's sad. Sweet, but sad.
Amon, you know that Draft is dead. So you decide that it would be best for you as a mortician to go see if Elise needs anything done with the body. As you make your way towards the room you know they're staying in, she is on her way out, still crying, but a bit more controllable now. Can I help you?
Yes. Would you like me to prepare his body? I don't believe it won't last long out on these waters.
You're a caretaker of sorts then?
I am. And at that point, I will just take the portable hole and throw it up on a wall. Come.
Oh, God.
When you take the portable hole and open it up, give me a reflex save.
Ooh. Hold on. Man, my computer is going a mile a minute right now.
We can hear it humming.
Sorry. Hold on, that's a 10 plus 15.
As you open up the portable hole and begin to throw it out, a skeletal hand, clawed hand with hair reaches out and gashes at your throat. You jump back, but you still have to take half damage.
That's fine.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you'll take 5 damage. Would have been 10, but you made the reflex. And as you throw the portable hole to the side, you see the corpse of Akage step out. Roll initiative.
Are you shitting me?
You got to act in a surprise round because the first thing the corpse is going to do is lay down its weapon somewhere. So
It doesn't have its weapons.
Roll the nat fucking 20 for 23. Hell yeah.
Frank, do you still have Akage stomp? So I don't think you do that.
I do.
What was his initiative modifier?
Give me a second. I mean, if you just want me to play him,
yeah,
I will roll the dice for him.
This got weird.
How many times do I have to kill this guy?
Akage's gonna start killing party members.
I'm making Akage's character come back because I wanted it to rub it in Matt's face again. This character has come back so many times.
5.
All right, so Nim will definitely go first.
You mean Amon?
I mean, I'm on.
Amon, excuse me.
Yeah.
Is he in Kitsune form?
Yeah,
And does he have claw attacks?
he does.
You just want me to send this character sheet to you?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just do the attacks, man.
If you kill Amon, then we'll see. We might need Akage to go on a
Well,
killing
he
spree.
can rejoin the party then.
Yeah.
If he kills a character, he gets to replace him in the party, and then will be run by Amon.
Mm-hmm.
How long has time gone? Have I healed myself? Have I
Yeah.
hours? Okay. I will say I spent one more first level spell to heal myself just so I'm kind of like at a decent range, and he said he passed around potions trying to get things just at a different level or a decent level. Cool. So I go first?
Yeah.
Bird, I will. How close is he?
I'm close enough to claw you.
Heard. 5 foot step back, and I cast Bone Shaker. Give me a fort save.
Moon shaker.
Is he an intelligent undead?
Yeah.
Okay, so fort save.
Works off charisma now.
Oh, it's charisma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, then I'm fucked.
Yeah, you are.
No, his save works off of charisma.
Yeah,
And his hit
I'm
points.
fucked.
Yeah. My
And-
charisma's sick.
And his hit points actually switch over from Constitution to charisma if he's undead.
Well, this is just very complicated now.
Just roll a dice.
That's a natural 1.
Okay, then it failed.
Fuck yeah. Bone Shaker. It moves him back 5 feet into the hole, and then I will yell, close it! Move him back into the hole and yell, oh, hold on. Move standard. I don't know if I have enough to...
You don't have enough to close it, but Eldarissa is there.
Yeah. Come,
Close
lady.
it!
Let me
yell at her
help
to
you
close
find
it?
some closure.
Let me-
Undead skeleton.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened. Hold on, let me double check. An undead creature takes no damage. Instead, you manipulate it, making it take an immediate action to either move up its speed. What's Akage's speed?
Enough
Sorry.
to move him 5 feet back into the.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will move Akage against the fucking wall as a marionette.
But are you moving him into the portable, back into the portable
Yeah,
hole?
I'm putting it back in the fucking portable hole.
Okay.
At the back
then-
of it.
That
And
thing
you-
back where it came from, or so help me.
And then yell and close it.
Yeah, close it!
So at that point, Orissa, she's a trained fighter on this ship. Even through her sorrow and everything that's happened, she hears your commanding voice and immediately closes the portable hole. But you still will have an issue with an undead Akage in there.
No.
Should have sold that
I will-
fucking thing. I try to tell you.
Yeah, I will roll this up, and then I will take my chitin ring and produce 50 foot of chain, the last 50 foot of chain I can make, and fucking tie it off.
And throw it
Yes.
in the ocean.
I'm not throwing it in the ocean. That's 20,000 gold. I will throw
Sell that
Akage in the
shit.
ocean.
Yeah, open it up and
And-
shake it.
Yeah, I will, and then I will bring this up to. I was like, this doesn't normally happen.
I'm sorry, this never happens to me.
I'm sorry, this has never happened to me before.
Yeah, you're a real expert at consoling the grieving. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all want to know Amon's charisma? His charisma is a whopping 7.
Yeah, you didn't have to tell us. We knew it was bad.
It's like I roll that back up. It's like, huh? I should take care of that. I'll get back to you. Then I will.
Okay.
Yes.
I suppose I
this
should
is-
thank you. That took my mind off the death of my lover for a brief moment.
Oh,
wait,
he
my
was a
lover's
lover.
dead.
Oh, would you? In my religion, it's customary to have. I'm just kidding. To have one less time with your lover.
No, please, just
Don't do it.
don't.
Mute.
no,
Just
dude.
go back. Go back. Go back.
How long have you been waiting us for to open up that portable hole? How long?
Just she put a Kage's body in there
Told you we should have sold that thing. We could have sold it with a clear conscience.
with,
Oh.
with the bodies in it.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
lots of bodies in there.
Mm.
So I guess
Yeah,
you'll have to deal with
yeah,
that
I'll-
later. And by later,
I
I
will
mean we're pretty much out of time at this point.
Great.
Well, before we run out of time, I want to just say I'm using my last 2
Interrupting
casting
you.
of 2nd level spells to cure Nim and myself of our constitution damage.
You guys will have time to do this because you can't figure out where to go. The winds never blow, and it's nearly a week before the king shows up.
Jesus.
And when we come back next week, it will have been a week in game as well.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So I learned my necromancy spells, right?
Yeah, everybody's got a week down.
Yes.
We'll also go through we'll do some random rolls when we start next week to see what kind of treasure Sonder finds in the treasure chest there. If she wants
That
to,
she won't give to us.
that she might want to share with the party or keep for herself. I don't know.
She won't
She's
give
a
it
pirate.
to Dorian.
Why would she?
We also need to find out who gets that scarab, the cursed ring, or not the cursed ring, the ring, the cursed ring, the death ring.
The death curse ring.
Yeah, and then that staff.
If that came with us.
I was about to say
did.
that it did.
Okay.
That even though Draft died, he was attached to the blood golem when he was fished out of the water, and the treasure that was on the blood golem came with him.
Nice.
To save him.
Treasure. Haven't
let's
written down
bring
treasure
up
in
that.
quite a while.
Yeah, well, you want to write down some treasure then?
I would love to. I actually live for that.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to hear your 3/4 orc voice, Toker.
3/4 orc voice.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to hear it now unless we do a flashback with it, because he did.
Cool.
I
I'm an orc.
I rolled randomly to see if it was going to be the halfling, the sorceress,
elf,
or the orc that died, and it was the orc.
Should have been the halfling.
I'm glad it wasn't the
I
halfling.
wish it were the halfling. That's
So yeah,
guy's
on
dude.
the since you have a week, you will find out that on the blood golem, what you would have gotten, what you did get, is a ring of plagues.
Cool.
This silver ring is set with a black opal. Once per day, when the wearer is reduced to half or fewer of her maximum hit point total, whoever dealt the activating blow to the wearer is immediately subjected to a major curse with unlimited range.
Vlad should get that because we all know he's going to be the next to die.
Well, anytime you get half hit points, once per day when you get half points. A successful DC 19 will saving throw is needed to negate the spell. Rather than one of the listed curse's effects, the curse imposes a -4 penalty on the victim's saving throw and causes the victim to contract a disease chosen by the wearer from the contagion list without a save. Cursed disease has no onset time, but the attacker is allowed a normal saving throw to avoid its effects. It can be cured only by successfully casting both remove curse and remove disease within 1 minute of each other. Those exposed to the cursed attacker thereafter must save against the mundane version of the disease or become infected. Once per day, if the wearer is killed or reduced to negative hit points, a plague of curses is unleashed. The attacker and the attacker's 5 nearest allies or immediate blood relatives become the targets of the curse described above. If the wearer is restored to at least 1 hit point, the curse ends, allowing surviving victims to recover naturally.
I'm assuming all that's
Jesus,
evil, right?
That's a gnarly.
I mean,
It's a fun ring.
right, but I mean,
That is
it's
pretty
all,
dope.
all evil, right?
It's moderately necromantic.
Duh.
I mean, there's a lot of necromancy that's not evil, but I'm just saying that
Yeah.
sounds like something.
It's not evil. I mean, major curse, I think, is an evil spell.
No.
So if we give that ring to Nim and he takes like 5 hit points of damage, they'll get disease.
That was one magic item. The other one, slightly better, in my opinion, is the Scarab of Protection. This device appears to be a silver medallion in the shape of a beetle. If it is held for 1 round, an inscription appears on its surface, letting the holder know that it is a protective device. The Scarab's protector gains spell resistance 20. The Scarab can also absorb energy draining attacks, death effects, and negative energy effects. Upon absorbing 12 such attacks, the Scarab turns to powder and is destroyed.
It's a really banger item. It's cursed.
Yeah, well, maybe, but
It's
spell
not
resistance
cursed.
20.
It has 12 uses when it's fully charged. This one has 3.
But I mean, spell resistance 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I want it is because it matches with my aesthetic and because it's a good item. That's about it.
I just
And
want to.
because it's a good item.
I just want it because it's good and I deserve good things. Speaking of deserving good things, are you guys just gonna leave Dorian to fucking break for a week? I mean, he'll put up with it, but
I
I don't
tried.
think so.
And you
We
all
can talk about that afterwards. We have one more magic item.
okay.
Staff of Travel.
Fine.
This staff
Dibs.
appears to be nothing more than a finely made walking stick, but closer inspection reveals that it is inlaid with a fine copper tracery that makes up an intricate and incomprehensible arcane map. The staff allows use of the following spells: Dimension Door, 1 charge; Fly, 1 charge; Teleport, 2 charge; In addition to these spells, the wielder of the Staff of Travel receives a plus 10-foot enhancement bonus to his base speed.
Oh, that's nice.
It
Yeah,
currently
I'm totally taking that.
and play. It currently only has one charge on it, so you'd have to recharge
staff
the
can
staff
be
with spell.
recharged.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recharging a staff we can
I'm
get into later, but it
100%
requires
behind
casting
Nim
spells into it.
receiving.
I didn't hear what you said, Tucker.
Yeah, I know.
Can you interrupt anyone else? Please.
I think he's got lag on
wasn't-
his side.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear him talking when I started talking. And I was saying, I believe Nim totally needs that staff, especially him being an old man.
Yeah, we all saw that face last episode.
That wasn't just old. That was oogly. That was Iggly. He looked like Iggy Pop.
Yes. He looks like if Iggy Pop was a clown.
So
Maybe
one
that's
out of
hard
three, one out of three of the spells that go into making the Ring of Plagues is evil. So it's 2/3 not evil.
An item can't really be evil unless it has an ego. It's who uses it and how they use it to determine
That's
the
not how
morality.
Pathfinder works.
Man, that's not how Pathfinder works.
It
This
should
is
Who gets
be.
hit a
It
lot?
should be, but that's not how it
wearing
works.
this and knowing that you would give people curses is evil.
Yep. It's gonna fuck up your alignment.
That is a valid point, yes.
It'd be chaotic.
No, it'd be
Sure.
evil.
We can get into the semantics of an item and what its alignment is later.
So where
I'm
are
taking
these
the travel
items from?
staff. Anybody object me taking the travel staff because I want it?
What did you
They
say,
can have travel
Cylinder?
staff.
What?
Where are these items from?
The blood golem you killed on
Okay.
the boat.
Yeah.
They
This
were
is not-
fortunately recovered when you were recovered from the water.
Indeed. Now go for it. Take the staff.
Yeah, you're the only one that can recharge it.
So I'll spend a week like twirling it around on the deck and learning how to do all the cool moves with the staff.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Go staff fighter.
Oh yeah, I got that. Like,
Yeah, you're
that's-
not
that's,
gonna-
Roll
chari-
one.
that's charisma based, right? Have you seen this face?
It's gonna go in the water.
Oh,
Who's taking the who's gonna take the Scarab of Protection?
I would like it.
I don't believe that I have any right to take anything from the party just yet, so I'm willing to give it to Amon.
I wouldn't mind it, however, being that it's a scarab and Amon puts scorpions to his nipples when he dances around. I have no problem with him claiming it.
From mechanical game point, since I'm always 15 foot away, I'm more likely to be targeted by a spell
Mm-hmm.
than an up close and personal fighter.
That's not.
Yeah.
A spell is not like a ranged attack where you get there's a advantage to being in base to base, but I like that attempt.
So who wants it? Amon wants it. Who else wants it?
Sonder
I would
wants it.
like it.
Okay,
But
let's get a
we got
roll off on
a
it.
roll
then.
for it.
It's also a next slot if that changes anything.
Do I already have something on there?
Oh, that's
I do
about-
not.
Next slot. Let me
I already
check.
have something there, right? Isn't that amulet that I have?
I got pearls
Yeah.
in my next slot.
Okay, well,
I've got 2 rings. I have wrists and eyes.
I don't feel so bad that I only rolled a 4.
Oh,
Kevin?
gods have spoken.
Let me check if I can. Before I roll off, I want to see what slots I have.
I got a 14.
Time's up. You abdicate.
I have an open neck slot, so I will roll off.
Did you have an open neck, you whore?
I rolled an 11.
New
New
wins.
wins.
14. Yay.
Gods have
Aesthetic.
spoken.
And the Ring of Plagues. Who wants this non-evil item?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Oh, it's evil. It's super evil. I'll
It's
take
evil. I was being that you didn't see the dry sarcasm.
That needs to go to a front fighter, I would say. Like,
It needs to go to no one.
It is an evil item. I would, even if I won it in a roll off, I would not put it on.
No, I'm gonna offer it to the king.
Don't
Not a
worry,
bad
I won't sit-
idea.
Not a bad idea.
Dorian, you want it?
Sure, I'll take it.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Can
with
you
he's
it.
wear it?
neutral.
Is
It
he?
still shift your alignment if you're neutral.
Yeah, I don't dabble in alignments that much, but you know,
Well, I mean, that's your call. I mean, if you're not going to enforce alignment,
I'm not
Believe it or
enforcing
not.
alignments rules wise, but yes, this is an evil item. This is something that is inherently.
It permeates an evil aura.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
yeah,
I
Nim would
wouldn't
not
take
want it yet.
Believe it or not, my
But-
character has done evil things before, so
Surprise.
I mean, yeah, you murdered a party
I
member.
wouldn't have a problem with Dorian taking it.
I wouldn't have a problem with Raz taking it either. I mean, he's murdered children.
Well, I wouldn't take it because I'm that is not my like I'd be opposed to it.
Because he's evil enough as it is. Murder and plot hooks.
I didn't murder the plot hook.
then why are you
This
talking?
goddamn jaguar killed the plot hook. If we're talking
Yeah, you
actual
just ignored
murder,
it.
I hit her and she was still alive.
2 months
But you didn't
ago.
tell anybody that it was like somebody that we should not.
I also didn't
Yeah.
tell anyone that you had done the thing in the fire. So
Are you leaving me
why-
in the goddamn brig or not?
Yes.
We'll find
So
out
I'm
next
letting-
week on Homebrew
Oh.
Detritus.
Jesus fucking Christ. I said one line the whole episode. I never.
You said was
I
one line. You
tried.
said
I
like
tried.
2.
You wanted to be mean about it.
What do you mean?
I was like, hey, so why'd you blow up that ship? And then you gave one word, and that was it. I was like, okay, fine.
that was your opportunity. You missed it. And then Kevin interrupted the rest of it. So it's all good.
Talking with you is like just doing a monologue, noob. I'm not going to be lying.
God, we're all so
Fine.
mean to each other.
It's true.